All right, good evening. Hey, I wanted to pass this along to you quick. It's a pretty amazing article with a chart along with it, and it shows basically what we've done here in the last, well, ever since the market lows of 2009, when everybody's been arguing for this, everything Bernanke's doing, and oh yeah, we got to, well, at least he's, pumping up stocks, he's saving the stock market. Oh, really? Well, the headline goes a dollar devaluation adjusted market has barely moved above its 2009 lows. Yeah, that's right. Even though stocks are up from 6,500 to 11,000 on the Dow, if you were holding those stocks in your 401k and all that, everybody who tells me that, well, my 401k's up, it's pretty good. Everything's going good. Well, if you sell that, you have to sell it in dollars, and the value of it compared to your bucks are not very good. Barely moved up just a nominal amount, 0.87% from the lows in March of 2009. So while nominal stocks will soon be reaching for all-time highs, very much in the spirit of the Zimbabwe stock market. Now, of course, that means when they were in the midst of their printing in the Zimbabwe stock market, I mean, those guys were getting 100% gains in their stock market daily. Meanwhile, their currency was just becoming valueless as anything. Matter of fact, they printed, $500 billion bills, people were carrying around. So while the stock markets are up, whatever, all of these so-called price levels and the associated wealth effect, that's what Bernanke's talking about now. If he raises stocks, there's going to be it'll be a wealth effect, and people will feel like they have more money. That's all Bernanke has right now. It's unbelievable. So while these stocks are reaching up for their price levels, they're increasingly irrelevant as they continue to come solely at the expense of ongoing global currency devaluation, whose only alternative is the purchasing of hard currencies such as gold and silver, oil, commodities, the rest of it. Which is why, when expressed in terms of gold, it may be surprising to some that the stock market has barely moved from its generational lows recorded in March 2009. In other words, over the past 2 years, there has been no real growth in asset values, and has all come at the expense of every central bank's ongoing and accelerating debasement of its currency. Now, it's not only this, but I just noticed today from Ron Paul on CNBC, not just saying that what Bernanke's doing is crazy. He's saying it's got to be stopped. He's saying he's got to stop this and reverse it. Not only that, some other bankers have come out and they're saying that while Bernanke is buying bonds, that's another thing too. At the end of this month, the U.S. is going to be the number one holder of U.S. debt. Whatever happened to China and all this hinging on China, we got to keep China happy, keep buying our bonds. Well, they're not buying any of our bonds, and that's what this QE2 was all about. They know that nobody's buying our bonds, and so now the Fed and the Treasury has to buy them, and it's not going well either, because everybody knows that's exactly what's going on. So everybody's getting in front of it. You know what I mean? And the bond sales are not going good. The valuations are plummeting. So now there's a bunch of people out there saying, yeah, this has got to end. One of the other Fed members said, if these bond sales keep going like this, there was one today that was pretty terrible. The central banks basically bought like 75% of the entire, I can't remember what it was. It was like 10 billion worth 3-year treasuries, but it was basically terrible because, how we bought, the American people bought all the bonds at a terrible rate. So that's what's going on here. It looks to me like this whole thing is unraveling pretty fast. Nobody's buying into this. Everybody's saying this is a farce, and all you have to do is pull up a chart here and see that all their stock pumping, trillions of dollars worth of stock pumping, has resulted in no value to anyone. So what's next? What's next with this? I don't think it's going to be very good, pretty soon here. Anyway, hey, take a look at this article. I just thought it was worth putting up. Thanks a lot.